Hello Scorpio and welcome to your reading. Let's start your reading, Scorpio. Let's see what's been happening in the past with you. What's happened in the recent past for Scorpio, which lays the foundation for their reading. A card for Scorpio's past. Forgiveness. So I think this has been on your mind, Scorpio, or you have been thinking on those lines regarding, a relationship or a situation where you have, you in order to, let's say, fix it, in order to heal it, and for your own peace and happiness and your own well-being. I think this is it's very crucial that you forgive yourself, forgive anybody, and forgive everybody, and everything that happened. Because in life it's all about our journey, and nobody is responsible in vain. I mean, we should not hold anybody responsible, because what is coming our way is coming to us through our own actions, right? And other people just act as a medium, who bring about all these things for us. So in a way, the universe wants us to learn a lot of things through situations which are created by people, for wherein we balance, the karma. We get a little understanding, and we start living, with a higher perspective, because earth life is just, is quite temporary, right? See, we've got the justice card over here, and we have got the knight of wands as well over here. So in the, if you take the perspective, a higher perspective of our life existence and events which happen to us, it is all, like I mentioned, balancing karma. So for you, even though you feel that you have been wronged, somebody was unfair to you, somebody was, they did not give you the very best which you think you deserve. Now, in our opinion, everybody wants the best, but sometimes it doesn't pan out like that, because we need to go through a little bit of a grind for our own understanding to pay off karma and balance the equation with others. So see how it fits in your situation. But you are being asked to, and by forgiving, you bring about a balance in your equation with the other person concerned. Now, just a small point I would like to mention, that in case you really don't feel like forgiving anybody, or whoever the person is, that cycle is likely to be repeated, because here, by your forgiveness, justice will be meted out to the situation. And there are lots of other factors in life, which are very difficult to understand, comprehend, and rather they don't get really revealed by the universe. All right, so just through the cards, we just get an idea as to what is the best course of action, and whatever we can perceive, whatever we can understand. So through that, through these cards, they're telling you to balance out the entire situation. A lot of karma, a lot of people attached. It would be the best thing for you to forgive, and move away from the situation when you forgive, because there's so much more to it which is not told to all of us, and no other human being as well. But if the card is saying to forgive, so that this thing can be balanced out, it would be in your interest to forgive and move on. And here we have the three of cups, which talks of a conversation, because it's only through conversation do we connect, do we tell people what we want to do, how we feel, and things like that. So there is a conversation coming up for you, Scorpio. And whatever it is and however it pans out here, if somebody does ask you to forgive, and they ask you they do apologize, it would be in your interest only to forgive, and let matters be. Just bury the hatchet, just leave it at that. Just understand that it was a karmic process where you had to face a rough ride, but it was meant to be. Now, those of you who do meditate and who have an idea as to what your situation is about, the universe is just telling you that by forgiving, you're just putting that entire thing to rest, so that none of it carries on in any other lifetime between you and this other person. So you're getting an opportunity to put a particular situation to rest for good. And you're being in the past, and you have been getting this guidance. So I think you just need to focus on that, so that you can probably just bring this entire thing to an end, for lifetimes to come, so that you yourself don't need to go through and experience, this kind of a journey again. Now let's see what's in your present. And for some of you Scorpios, maybe the person did make a very sudden entry into your life, with this apology, with this presenting an opportunity for you to bring about forgiveness in the situation. So if you still haven't decided what to do, the card is urging you that yeah, it would be a good idea to forgive. In your present we have perseverance, so you are being urged to persevere with this forgiveness, not to bring up the past, not to bring up the details, not to bring up situations, events, to analyze, go through them, and to relook at all of it. No, that is over and done, Scorpio. You just need to stay with forgiving no matter what it was. All right, let's take these cards. You have the Empress, which talks of whatever effort you have put in, whatever journey you have gone through. Now it is a time to reap certain rewards, to gain, to say, let's say you harvesting all what has happened in the past, right? And here you have the Nine of Cups. So sorry, this is the, just let me put on my spectacles. Yes, it is the Nine of Cups. So there is a wish fulfillment, coming your way, which is, patching up and putting this entire situation to rest. So the only way to do this is to forgive and to move on, right? Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. It would seem like a lot of effort on your part, to do this, but you need a new balance, temperance, and the Eight of Swords. So all these cards in your present are indicating that this is something you wanted, Scorpio. However, at some level, you in your thought, Eight of Swords. Swords is your thought process, which is also to do with your ego, which also thinks and analyze what I stand to gain and what I stand to lose. So here, if you feel that if I forgive, it's going to trouble your thoughts that why did I forgive? I should just hold on to my ground and just be right in just asserting that whatever happened was not the right thing for me. That thing is going to play up for you. That is going to move around in your head for a long time, and that is the only point which is going to stress you out, which is going to cause you confusion, which is going to prevent you from moving forward. But if you look at the major arcana cards, the Temperance and the Empress, these are beautiful balancing energies. But if you take a look at your situation from a higher perspective, from the perspective of a journey of your soul, which is here for a few years on earth, you will realize that this is going to be the best possible option for you to exercise at this point in time. And you're being urged by the universe that stay with forgiveness, stay on this path of forgiveness. Don't get into all these minor cards of what is about I, me, myself, and putting yourself in the center. You need to have a slightly bigger perspective to your life as well, not only the other person but your life as well. And you're being strongly urged that stay with this forgiveness. Let's see what's coming up for you. You have Adversity. So it is going to be very challenging for you as a Scorpio. You do have it's your inherent nature to to impart that sting into a situation before you can call it quits, right? But here you are being urged that this entire forgiveness seems to be something which is very challenging for you. It's a very adverse situation, where you say that I forgive without any strings attached. Sometimes we are likely to say, all right, I forgive, but add a very salty comment at the end of it. That is the Scorpio nature, right? So you're being urged not to do that, though you'll find it very challenging, and you might feel very sad about the way things have panned out. But you must understand that there is a purpose to this entire thing happening, right? Like I was just mentioning some time back, that it is a soul journey. It's not about the human existence, it is just the human form, but the journeys of the soul. There is a purpose, there is a lesson, there are things which you already know, Scorpio, why this is happening, what it has taught you, and such similar things. So bear those factors in mind when you are going through this situation. It would be a good idea not to get trapped into your ego and thinking mind. It would be a good idea to base your decision and to genuinely move forward from a higher perspective of understanding whatever came your way, it did come. You all know why it came. See, we've got the Judgment card. You have to I say this a lot, this have to word, but there is no have to. So I just need to work on that. So excuse me for that. And with the judgment card, you are being urged to take a look at, what has happened. I don't think you will find anything which happened was unjustified. Okay, and you need to take a very impartial look, with the justice card over here. It's not about me versus them. It is about a very impartial and unbiased way of looking at the situation to balance it out. That is what this judgment card and these cards are talking about. You have judgment, so when you look at it like that, you will definitely have that peace of mind. I mean, I'm sure at some level you all agree with it, but the thinking mind has to play its part. And you've got the magician card, which says that you are free to create what you want. I mean, his hands are like that, his hands have got everything. You are free to create what you want, but if you follow the the path which is laid down, you're definitely coming into some kind of, the situation is definitely going to get balanced with the Six of Pentacles. It talks of balance, it talks of harmony, it talks of things being restored to the people in the rightful way. Whatever needs to come your way, whatever needs to come the other person's way, everybody will get it, right? But here for you, reading is strongly suggesting you to persevere with your forgiveness, and it's going to be challenging, but don't forget that this is also going to teach you a lot. Tough times always are the toughest teachers. Sorry. Use your natural healing abilities. I think just a minute. Yeah, sorry for that. So we have this card, your guidance card. You have your natural healing abilities. You know very well, Scorpio, that you will that you have it in you to say, all right, let bygones be bygones. I learned what I needed to. I went through what I had to go through, and just leave it at that. But your thinking mind is likely to bother you. Otherwise, you can bring about healing in this situation. Don't worry about don't worry about whatever you're worried about, right? You just hand it over to the universe. You just do your bit. What comes your way, how it gets balanced out in other ways, you leave that to the universe. The universe is telling you just to stay with forgiveness, and everything else it is going to handle. Do more research. So you need to for some of you, where you are doing a little bit of meditation, you do other practices, you can give me a little you can do a little intense meditation with respect to this, to get more clear answers which are going to help you in this forgiveness thing. So even if you feel that right now I'm not able to do it, then you just put out that intention in your meditation or in your own readings. If you do that, I would like some more guidance, it will come your way, because the universe is telling you that situation is poised towards healing this. So do your bit. If you require any more information, use whatever tools you usually use to get more answers. And here you're being urged to be in the energy of sobriety, which is being really toned down, Scorpio. Really toned down. See everything from a very sober perspective, instead of getting agitated, upset, caught up in emotions, harsh emotions, strong intense emotions. Scorpio is a very intense sign. That's why you're being urged to just be very sober when you're going through this entire process for yourself. Don't worry about what is panning out, what is not panning out. You need to just focus with a very and this is also going to play an important role in helping you take a decision. Focus on more sober foods. Avoid very sugary foods, very salty foods, very spicy foods. Avoid consuming any kind of alcohol or wine for a while, because that does disturb our energy, which impacts our thought process. So even if you don't feel like eating, it's fine, just for a day or so. Keep your energy sober, so that you can take the best and a well-rounded decision for yourself in this entire situation. So I hope this reading helped you, Scorpio, and thank you for watching.